Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are talking my thoughts on the Chemical Guys Hydrocharge ceramic spray coating 1 month after applying it on my 2017 Dodge Challenger. Alright, so like I said in the intro, it's been a little bit over a month since I've applied this Chemical Guys Hydrocharge ceramic spray coating. I actually applied it in the beginning of August, and obviously right now it's the middle of September, so it's been a little bit over a month. So I wanted to do a quick update video to talk about my experiences so that you guys can know whether this is a good product to use on your vehicle or maybe you should try something different. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this video because you guys have kept asking me and are excited to know the results and my experience with this. I call it a quasi ceramic coating because it's not a true ceramic coating, and the reason I say that is because a true ceramic coating is actually very difficult to apply. You're gonna have to have a professional do it because if you just apply it over the surface of the paint and you apply it incorrectly, you're probably gonna see some streaks on that surface, and it's not a very forgiving substance, whereas this thing, even an idiot like me can do it. So it's very forgiving, it's very easy to apply, and I'll put a card up on the screen right now so you guys can see that original video if you haven't seen it, because I spent probably about 4 hours detailing this car, clay barring it, and then applying that Chemical Guys product. It took about 2 hours to do 2 coats. So if you guys are just going to apply the product itself without clay barring or cleaning your car because maybe it's already clean and clay barred, or the surface doesn't need to be clay barred, then just expect that it's going to take about 2 hours to do 2 coats on the vehicle. So I'm just going to jump straight to my thoughts on the Chemical Guys Hydrocharge. Overall, I am impressed with this product, and I would recommend any of you to try it out and see if you like it. There is one caveat to this, and this is going to be what determines whether you're going to try the product or not. This is not a true ceramic coating. Now, I don't need to say that because I know a lot of you already know this, but I just want to say this for the fact that it does not serve the same purpose and it doesn't last as long as a traditional ceramic coating. But I don't think anybody really expected that, considering this is a fraction of the price. This is about $45, $50 versus a ceramic coating that will run you anywhere from as low as $500 to over $1,000. So when you put those prices in perspective, that's when you'll determine if this is the right product for you or if it's best to go for a complete ceramic coating. So like I said, it's been over a month, but it looks pretty damn shiny. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely not as shiny as it was the first night and the first probably 2 or 3 weeks that I had the coating fresh on the car. This has actually gone through 2 car washes now. I just took it through the car wash before I filmed this video, so if you guys see some water spots, that's probably from the car wash. But considering that I've taken it through 2 car washes, it's gone on quite a long, somewhat of a road trip, but not like a huge road trip, but it's definitely gone quite the distance on the highway. Considering all of that, and it's been exposed to the elements, and we have some pretty smoky skies from the fires in the United States, it's pretty good. I mean, I simply just took it through the car wash, I wiped it off with a microfiber for any of the remaining water, and I think it looks pretty stunning considering all of that's going on. Just in comparison, if I just did a regular polish on this car and took it through the car wash, I probably would not get this type of effect on the vehicle as I would with this Chemical Guys Hydrocharge. So that's one positive of this product. Now, if you guys have a ceramic coating, you guys are probably familiar with this type of feature, I guess you could say, of the ceramic coating, in the sense that it really, it keeps the car looking shiny even when it's exposed to a lot of dirty stuff. And so in that aspect, I would say it's similar to a ceramic coating, but obviously the ceramic coating takes it to another level, and that is why you're paying such a premium price to it. So let's dive into the pros of this product. And obviously I just noted that I took it through 2 car washes, I've driven it a lot, and it still looks really shiny and clean and nice. So I could easily take this to the car show and not worry about having to polish it right before I get there or at the show. The second pro that I noticed that I honestly didn't expect expect, even though it's advertised on here and it says, you know, it has extreme hydrophobic protection. I just didn't buy it until I took it to the car wash for the very first time. I usually do a touchless car wash, or I take the gun and I shower it myself. But this time when I took it to the first time for the car wash, I took it through a touchless car wash, in which case, you know, there's blowers that just blow the water off of the car. And in most scenarios, every time I do that, I typically have to still wipe the entire car off with a microfiber towel. The first time I took this car after applying this product, I barely had to even touch it with a microfiber towel. I mean, the water just simply blew off of the car, and the only places I noticed where I had to actually wipe were on the front bumper near the bottom, and then in the back, and this is kind of common amongst Challengers because all the water flows out through here, I had to wipe a little bit down here. But other than that, the roof, the hood, the trunk, and the side of the car were completely dry. And I was actually stunned because every single time I've taken this car through the exact same car wash and the exact same blower, it still leaves tons of water on the hood, on the shaker, and on the roof as well. And so I have to get one giant microfiber towel really wet just to dry off this car. And this last time, and actually today when I took it to the car wash thinking I'd probably have to dry it a little more, there was no water at all on the hood and on the top of the car and on the sides either. So it really does work in terms of its hydrophobic capabilities. And I was really impressed. I did not expect that to happen, because a lot of times when you're paying only 45 bucks for a product, you don't expect for it to really work. You just think, oh, you know, it'll look cool, it'll look really shiny, but it's probably not going to work in the way they advertise. And this product actually does. And so if that's the reason why you want to apply the Hydrocharge, I'll let you know that it does work. Obviously, there are some sections which you still have to go through and wipe off with a microfiber towel. And you can see there's still some spots up here, but I did not apply the Hydrocharge on this front lip or front splitter. But you know, there's still some little sections over here that have some water, and that's going to happen. But for the majority of the car, you're not going to have to touch it or wipe it off. So that's all you need to know in terms of repelling water using this product. Now let's talk about some of the cons, and there's not too many considering you're only paying 45 bucks for this product. But the con is that I've noticed it's obviously lost some of its capabilities over time, and that was the one caveat I was going to discuss when it comes to you know, the hydrophobic properties. When I washed it for the first time, there was like no water that stayed on. When I washed it for the second time, there was a little bit more water back here. You can even see it's still dripping, and same with the front. And on top of that, the second kind of con to this product is it's definitely not as shiny as the first day that I cleaned it, or the first day that I applied the coating. And that's natural, but it's only been about a month and a half, so I'd expect it to continue to be just as shiny. And you know, now I understand that I'm gonna have to apply this product probably another 1 or 2 coats in order to get that same shine that I did the first day that I applied it. And I think with ceramic coating, and that's one of the big advantages, is you don't really have to reapply it for probably a year, or, you know, some people advertise 2 to 5 years. I just don't believe that. But, you know, a year and a half, you should be fine not having to reapply the ceramic coating. Whereas this, I'm probably going to have to reapply every month and a half to 2 months if I'm lucky. And that's like the big con of this product, is just having to reapply it. It just doesn't last. The material itself degrades over time. And for that reason, you know, you're going to start seeing some little streaks here and there. And the dirt is definitely going to start sticking to this car a little bit more than it did, you know, in the first week that I applied it. Now, I will say it probably stayed just as shiny for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then starting at the, you know, 1 month mark, it was definitely starting to degrade. And you can still see there's definitely some dirt, and it's not as polished as it was in day one. But then again, all of that being said, so you've heard the pros, you've heard some of my cons and the thoughts on the product. The fact that this thing only costs 45 bucks and a ceramic coating is going to cost you anywhere from $500 to $1,000, I think it's absolutely worth it. And also keep in mind, I mean, I applied 2 coats, and look how much product I still have left. I could easily apply probably a year's worth of ceramic or quasi-ceramic coating using this product, whereas, you know, if I did a ceramic coating, I would have to pay $500 to $1,000 every year, year and a half, or 2 years. And so definitely when you're talking about price, this is a phenomenal product, and I really do like it. I mean, it obviously doesn't accomplish 100% of what a ceramic coating will do, but considering that it makes the car easier to wash because the water just completely rolls off. Considering that it still keeps it really shiny and shinier than any polish that I've ever used before, I definitely think this product is worth it. Obviously, this video is for somebody who's wondering between doing a ceramic coating type of product, quasi-ceramic coating like this, or doing a true ceramic coating. If you're the type of individual that's already committed to a ceramic coating, obviously, you're not looking at this type of product. You're not cross-shopping. So this video is really for someone who's on the fence between the two. There's definitely advantages to doing one over the other. The big advantage for this is price versus the big advantage for ceramic coating is you definitely don't have to spend as much time applying it because typically someone else is going to apply it for you, but also you don't have to reapply it for a much longer period of time, and it's going to keep your car protected for a longer period of time. So really, at the end of the day, it comes down to what's your time worth. If you're willing to put 2 hours on a Saturday afternoon every 2 months, then I'd say just do that. But if you don't want to spend the time and you want to keep the car as clean as possible all year long, then go ahead and go for doing a ceramic coating. So it's really up to you. I'm just providing you this video so you guys are aware of this product and know what the advantages and disadvantages are, and just my experience over the last month and a half. I mean, look at it. I mean, it's still really shiny, and I just took it through a regular car wash. I didn't touch it with anything else. I haven't polished it in a month and a half, and it still looks really, really nice and clean. I may do another treatment of this Hydrocharge, or I might just wait until next year when the winter's over, because I'm probably not going to be driving this car much in the winter time. So I'll let you guys know if I do another coat and maybe post some photos about that. But overall, I've been very impressed. Let me know what you guys think of how it looks in the comments below. It's always hard to tell on camera because it looks completely different than it does in person. But you know, there's other products from chemical guys like this. There's also something called a Hydro Slick. I think that one is like instead of this one like a spray bottle, that one is more of like a pouring substance that you pour onto a microfiber towel and rub in. So there's a few different products, but they all essentially serve the same purpose. And obviously there are other companies out there that make similar products as well. So this is just one product out of many. But let me know what product you guys use in the comments below. And you know, if you prefer this to a traditional ceramic coating, or if you think this essentially covers most of the same purpose. Well, that pretty much just sums up the entire video. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching all the videos and getting us past the 7,000 subscriber mark. We're on the road to 8,000 subs, and if we get there before the end of the year, I'm definitely doing an awesome giveaway for all of you. So be sure you hit that notification bell so you guys can stay on top of all the videos and updates, and you know exactly when we hit 8,000 subs. But as always, find me on Instagram at Shwazy_. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and stay Shwazy, my friends. Take care and have a wonderful day.